Okay, so we're going to try to work on some more cursive today. Last time I only had a half hour, and I didn't even get all of that in. But if you notice here, there's a difference. A lot of times in handwritten stuff, in Israel, they use this here. This is cursive. And this up here is block script. So you'll see this block script in books and so on. But this cursive is strictly for personal correspondence. But in this Hebrew text, they're using cursive to for some of the exercises. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I am going to have to go through some of this. And last time, if you remember, we did this exercise here, Targil Lamuan. We got that one done. And so we connected all these here. So now we're going to do these here. It says circle the script equivalent of the word in print. Okay, so this is Targil 2, exercise 2. So we have this word oaf. And let me double check, and I want to get the definitions for this too, kind of help us out a little bit. Oaf. Oof. It might be oof. 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 Okay, it is with a whole M. So, you know, with the pointing, you would see a dot on here, oof, and it means chicken. So what we're going to do is try to figure out which one here fits here. Which of these will match this? So obviously, we've got the same first letter here. So this has got to be an IE. I'm pretty sure that's what it shows up as in our thing here. So let's look at our IE here. Yep, looks like that. And then the Vav is pretty straightforward. They've all got the Vav. But look at the differences here in these last letters. So the real question is the Fe Sophite. That's the real question here. And here it is right here, Fe Sophite. But look at it, almost looks like a musical note here, you know. So what's the one that's closest to that? And look at how, see, I think they do this on purpose. It's not exactly as the example is. So probably the closest that we're going to find is it may very well be this one right here. Oh, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to double check this. We should always have our okay. I'll get here. Got here. Well, this is so we need to go back. Okay, we don't want that one. about answer key. All right, let's try that. So I think we're in Targil 2. No, that's not it. There we go. Here it is, Targil 2. Okay. All right, so now that we're all set, we've got what we need. What they're saying is that it's this last one. Okay, but if you notice in this text, the actual letters they give us don't look exactly like. So they're saying this is a fe sofit. That's one of the complaints I have about this text, because here's a fe sofit cursive right here, and look at how complex that is. So they're saying, oh, it's this one, but that isn't even the half of what this is, because we know that it's a fe sofit right here. So let's just kind of move ahead. You never want to get stuck too much on something. Just move ahead. Okay, so we have, let's see here, Kovel. Could be Kuval. Okay, it means like a bond or a chain or shackle. Kovel. Okay, so let's see. Well, the cough is pretty. It's going to be this one right off, because the only one that starts with a cough is this one here. So it's got to be this one. So this is Kovel in number 11. Okay, we'll double check that. Yeah, there it is right there. Kovel. Okay, so number 12, looks like Ma'itz. Matzitz. Ah, look at that.
Metzitz.
That's kind of a funny word. They've got peaks or alternate translation squeaky. So I don't know exactly what that's about, but okay. So we know that the noon, or the mem rather, looks like an N. So all three of these have an N. Okay, and then this D. Well, here's our. Let's see here. There's our D, and it looks like an inverted 3, doesn't it? It's going to be one of these two. These are in the running. And then we've got a yod. Okay, so we got the yod here. We got the yod here. The question is, which one is it? These look almost the same, don't they? So it ends with a Zadi Sofit, and it's that one there. I'm gonna go with this one here, maybe. Unless they're saying that this is a, well, let's try this. Let's see what happens. It's the middle one. Yeah, okay. I got that right. All right, that's good. Okay. Let's see here. So we've got go there. Go there.
Gobel. Gobel.
Looks like it's a bet.
Gobel.
Go bear means growing, growing something. Okay. So gamel. Got a gamel up here somewhere. There it is. Looks like almost a sickle. Isn't that something? Okay. So it's got to be this one here right off the bat because none of these are going to work. It's got to be this one. Gobel, the third one. And it's interesting that this, Gobert rather, Gobert, not Gobel, Gobert, means to grow, growing. Okay, so it should be the third one. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so we have Ma'ara. Ma'ara, let's see what that is. Ma'ara. Resh and Hay. No, that's not it. Mem Aleph, Resh and Hay. Now this is interesting. It could mean like a curse. Not a very nice word, is it? Or an imprecation, a malediction. Now there's options there, isn't there?
Mara.
Mera, okay. All right. So we know that it's gonna these all start out with looks like an N, but it's a mem. So they start there. So the question is, which one's gonna match this Aleph? And I can see it right here. Because that Aleph looks like this little thing right here. And yeah, there it is right there. You see the Aleph? It looks like that kind of character. So it's going to be this one. It's going to be the middle one. From Ara. Yeah, right there. Okay. Number 15. We've got, let's just like Amuk. 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 I might have actually gotten that one on the.
Amok. Amok.
Oh, it's a Amok.
Amok. Amok.
Amok.
Amok.
Amok.
Amok.
Okay, so it means deep. So maybe you could say like a deep ocean, Amok. So this ayin. Here's the ayin. It looks like this little figure. It almost looks like a Greek figure, doesn't it? Like a fish or something. Okay, so there it is. So we can tell right away which one it's going to be because it's going to be this first one because that's the only one that has the ayin in cursive. And this is a pretty easy one because the kof is just like what it is in block as it is in Hebrew. It's very, and the vav is easy to figure out. The mem, you just have to do this by memory, and this one has to be by memory, the ayin. So it's going to be the first one. And there it is, amok. Okay. So we've got kolem now. Let's see what kolem is. Kolem. Everyone.
Kulam. Kulam.
Kolam.
Kulam.
Okay, everybody. Kolam, kolam. Okay, so we have a cough here that we have to find. Well, there's only one. This can't be it. That looks like a het right there. That there we know we learned is an aleph, so it's got to be this one. Kolem, kolam rather. And notice there that doesn't look too much like a mem sofit. The lamed is what's really strange. I mean, look at that cursive lamed compared to a block script lamed. The vav is very easy to figure out. The kaf is very easy. It looks so similar, but some of them you kind of wonder, well, where did they get this idea? So of course we're going to see for 16. We're going to see what that. It's going to be number 1. There it is right there. Yeah. Okay. So now we have shofra. Now this, I wonder if this means like a female judge. Shofra. See here. Maybe not. Shofra. Probably shifra. Shofra. Okay, we're gonna have to actually type it in. Okay, it means improved.
Shifra. Shifra.
Shifra. So it's almost like, so it's like there's a hierarchy under here. Shifra.
Shifra.
Means improved. Okay, so let's see here. So we gotta figure out what the sheen is in cursive here. And I seem to recall it looks like an E. But let me double check that. The cursive sheen looks like an E. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so here's the sheen in block script. And here is the sheen in cursive script. They don't really look anything alike, do they? Isn't that strange? Okay, so for shifra, it's got to be this one here, the very last one. So you've got, this is a fe, obviously, this is a resh, and this is a hey. Shifra. Okay, so 17 should be the last one. And yes, it is. There it is right there. Okay, number 18, we have, this looks like hashlech. Hashlech. We have to type it in. I guess I didn't pronounce it right. That means to throw away.
Hashalech.
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 Hashalech. Throw away.
Hashalech.
Hashalech, throw away. Okay, so this one might be a little tougher because all three of these have the hey. There's the hey in cursive. The question is, what about the sheen? Okay, guess what? They all have this E-looking character. So it might come down to the lamed to figure that out. And it appears to me, I think that these are the lameds here. And then it has to end in a Hodesh. And if I were a guessing guy, I would probably say it's this one here. I'm almost certain I remember that one being a Hodesh in cursive. So let's take a look at that. And also at the same time, let's look at the lamed. Okay, so here's a lamed. I think that's right. I think that does look, yeah, it looks like almost like a little hook. And then for the ray or the Hodesh, it's going to be this one here. It looks like a question mark kind of thing. There it is right there. Look at that. Okay, so that is Hodesh in Hebrew cursive script. So, so which one is it going to be? Hashalech. It's going to be this one here, the first one. So number 18 should be the first one. And there it is. Hashalech in cursive. Okay, so now we're here, this one here. We've got, this looks like either dough or do. Well, we'll figure out what that is. Okay.
Do.
Now do
Do.
means to or by or double. I wonder what dough. Okay, yeah, it's got to be.
Do.
Yeah, like actually, I think it's a transliteration, like for duo, because there's a lot of Hebrew words that are transliterations of English words, but it means two. Okay, so first we got to figure out. See, these all have the same dalet in cursive. But it's pretty clear to me this can't be it, because that looks like a nun safit at the end there. And this is a vav in block script Hebrew. And it's pretty clear to me it can't be this one, because look at, that's a yod, the smallest letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So it has to be the middle one. And notice that a dalet looks like it's almost like an inverted, it's like a 3 like that. Actually, it's not inverted, but it looks like a 3 almost, kind of. It doesn't look anything like a dalet, does it? But remember, this is cursive. And yes, there it is. It's the second one. Okay, so notice that this can't work because that's nun safit, and here's a yod. Okay, so now we have him, meaning they in masculine plural or mixed masculine or mixed plural. Okay, so this is pretty easy here. This het is almost exactly alike in cursive. So it's going to be one of these two. Okay, now the mem sofit, which is one of the final forms of the mem, I don't think it's going to be this one because that looks like a samech in cursive, but it's definitely going to be this one here. So it's going to be the first one because remember the mem sofit It almost looks like a little thing with a little tail kind of coming down. I'm almost certain that's somic. So let's take a look at our chart here. Oh, there is a somic, and look at that perfect 0. Okay, and block script is not a perfect 0 shape or O shape, but it is in cursive. So it's not this one, it's not this one, so it's got to be the first one here. And there it is. There's him in cursive Hebrew script. Okay, so now we've got number 3. For some reason, we got started over here first. I don't know how I did that, but that's where I started. So we're kind of doing this backwards a little bit today, because I started with 10 down to 18, and now we're going to 1 down to 9. Okay, so we have, this looks like Shah. Now this looks like a transliteration of an Arabic word. A Shah is someone, as I believe it's an authoritative Arabic word, Shah. Okay, it means a king. Let's see. What does Shah mean in, okay. But it's also a proper name. It could be a baby boy name in Muslim religion. It is Arabic, but the meaning of Shah means king. Okay. So here's the thing here. So clearly it's not going to be that, because that looks like shock with a kof. It's not. Now remember, the sheen looks like an E. Kind of looking figure. It can't be this one here, because that's definitely a het. Notice that this is a hey. So it's got to be this one here, Shah. It's the third one in the line. And there it is right there, Shah. Okay. Let's see if I can put this pen somewhere to be a little better. Okay, so now we have, looks like L. So L is a pretty easy one. That means mighty one. So remember, this Aleph has got a really crazy looking cursive. It's definitely this one right here. I spot it right off the bat, because I remember that Aleph has got that goofy looking cursive character that doesn't really look anything like an Aleph. So it can't be this one. That starts with a kaf, and this one starts with a vav. So those are out. So it's the second one for number 4, El, meaning mighty one. And there it is right there. They've got it lit up in red. There it is, L. Okay, so number 5, we have another familiar one here. Actually, I thought that said Tov for a minute, but it looks like it's Tor. So that one I probably will have to look up. Tour. That's with a tet. Okay, it means column.
Tool.
Tool. You hear that R? It's almost like it merges with the oo sound. Tool, and you can barely distinguish that that's a resh. Tool. Okay, it means column. So this tet here, it does have a similar It does have a similar cursive character. And if I were guessing, it could not be this one because that looks like an E. I think that's a sheen. I don't think it's this one here. I think that's a fey, but I'm thinking this could be it right here. But I'm going to double check it. Okay, so see what we need to do is we need to go to the tet. Take a look at it. There it is right there. There it is in block script. And here it is. It's kind of like a, I don't know how to describe that, but it's like a fish hook or something. You have to come up with ways, you have to come up with memory techniques. And so any which way you can remember something, my way of remembering things is assigning common things, more common things like, oh, that's a fish hook, you know. This is a 0, you know, and then it helps me. This looks like an inverted E, or actually it looks like a E. Or 3 rather, a 3. Sorry, a 3. So on and so forth. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's see. I lost my spot here. I think we're on this column one.
Two.
Yeah, tool means column. Okay, so it's definitely got to be this one here. It's the last one. I mean, that's clear to see because the Bob looks just like what it is in block script. And look at this Resh, looks just like a Resh. Okay, so the last one for number 5. And there it is right there. So that's correct. Okay, so number 6 we have, this looks like a saw, but I'm not sure that's how it's pronounced.
Asa. Asa.
I guess I was right. A
Asa.
saw. Okay, so it means to make or do, or it means made. A saw.
Asa.
Yeah. A saw. So it's part of that root. Like, well, in one of these chapters we did Oseh, and like that song Oseh and Shalom, making and doing, but that's like, it's like in a constant process, it's like in the present. But something that has been made in the past, a saw, that is, so remember that this ayin has a real crazy looking, it looks like this almost looks like a Greek letter. Okay, so it's got to be one of these two. It's not going to be this because that's a sheen there. And then these both have these like this E character. That is definitely okay. But then it's going to come down to this here. Now this can't be it. That's a kof. So we got to get rid of that. So it's got to be this one here. It's going to be the middle one. A saw. Made. Something that's made. A saw. Okay, and there it is. It is the middle one. A saw. Okay, so number 6 we have, this looks like ruach, like spirit. Right here, ruach. Ruach. Yeah, yeah.
Ruach.
Yeah, and but it also can be translated as breeze. So now that resh is pretty easy to figure out. Hey, welcome, brother. How you doing? Just working on some cursive here. So we have ruach here, meaning breeze or spirit. And now the resh is, like I said, is pretty easy. So it's one of these two. This is out of the running right here. So then this vav is pretty easy to figure out. They both have that vav, but here's where the rubber hits the road. If this can't be it, because that's a tav in cursive Hebrew. So it has to be this one. Now, the nice thing about the chet in cursive Hebrew is that it looks just like the chet in block script. So it's going to be the last one. Well, let's double check that. That is for number 7, and there it is. It is the last one, ruach and cursive. Okay, so now we have, this looks like it might be bima, might be the bima seat. We'll see here. Bima. Yeah. Yeah, it can be translated as like a platform. Well, maybe a yeah, or a pulpit. Yeah, bima, pulpit. But just putting it like this. Let's see here. That's not right. Bima. Bima. Okay, so it looks like it's just the root here. But if you hear the word bima, which uses bet, actually in that case is bet yod mem hey. That's like a pulpit. I hear that word a lot. But this is strictly
Bama.
bama
Bama.
means in what? In what? Okay, so the bet. Okay, so we got 2 contenders here. This one can't be it. That looks like a chaf. And the mem, remember, it's got that crazy looking thing. It's an N, like an N. Well, it's got to be this one here. It can't be this one because that little J figure, that's definitely not a mem. But this one in cursive, it's a mem. And so it's going to be the first one. So bama in what? And yes, there it is. Bama. Okay, in cursive. Okay, so the last one we have, this looks like a ghoul, maybe. It's either ghoul or gol. Let's see what it is here.
Gol.
Okay, it's a transliteration. It is gol. It's simply a transliteration of an English word. So for the gemel, aim to recall. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like a sickle kind of thing. Let's go up here to gemel. Yeah, there it is right there. It looks almost like a sickle threshing the wheat right there. Okay, so this has got, all of these have a form of that. So we got to go to the next one. There's a vav. They all have a vav. So you know it's going to come down to this right here, the lamed. So if I were to guess, actually, I think this one's out of the running because that looks a little longer to me than a vav. I'm kind of thinking definitely not this one. I don't think it's this one because that's a tet. Okay, so it's not that. It's down to these two right here. And this looks like it's extending a little bit below the line, like a nun sofit. Now, why would they would put a nun sofit in the middle of a word? It's not good. So I'm gonna guess here. I could get this wrong, but I'm gonna guess that it's this last one here. Gur. And I was wrong. Look at that. It's not this one, it's this one. Okay, so it's the first one. So this isn't a Nun Safit. I kind of thought that they went down a little further below the line, but I guess not. And I got that right. That was definitely out. All right, well, that's practice for us. So let's go down here. We have Targil 3. And let me double check our time because it's a bit laborious to do these exercises here. Okay, so we got about 40 minutes on this. Like somebody commented. 40 minutes on this. Okay, thank you for that comment, Randy. Thank you. Got a nice comment down there from Randy. Appreciate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on this Targil 3 here, exercise 3. So complete the missing letters in the script version of each sentence. Okay, so in the script version of each sentence. So we have Ani here, and we have Yael. Yael, I believe, is a personal female name. In fact, she's mentioned, I believe, in the Book of Kings. Remember, this is the one that drove the tent peg into the temple of Sisera and killed him. And she was hailed as a heroine because she delivered Israel. But Ani means I. And so what we need to do here is complete the missing letters in the cursive version of each sentence. So it's going to be a little bit of writing practice here. Though the Aleph, remember, it looks kind of like, it almost looks like one of these deals here. Okay, so it's going to be that one. And then this Ayin, that's the one we got to figure out. And I'm trying to remember, if I were to guess, it would be something like this, like that. But let me double check what that Ayin looks like. And actually what we need is we need a secondary window to do this. Okay, let's see here. Get this up here so we can get to our okay, so what we're looking for is this Ayin, and I thought it might be something like this that goes in there. It's kind of like that kind of thing. Well, let's see what the here's the Ayin, and yeah, that's right. Except I think I put it reverse. So I wrote it like this. And look, that was the reverse of that. You see how easy it is to mess these up. So really an Ayin is almost like a, I would say that's kind of like a bow tie maybe. So it looks like this. That's an Ayin. Okay, Ayin, and just, If you get one wrong, just practice 4 or 5 times to get the, to memorize. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Yeah, there we go, IE. And this one will look like this. So that is Ani in cursive here, and this one is Yael, the female name. Okay, so now we have a Sefer LeIvrit. So this would be like a book in Hebrew. LeIvrit, Sefer, LeIvrit. What we got to figure out is, or try to remember, is what this Fe looks like. And then we have, what are we missing here? This one's easy enough. Remember, it looks like this. It looks almost the same as a resh. So we got that one. So the question is the Fe. And offhand, I don't have it quite memorized yet. So we'll go to a Fe up here. And there it is right there. Okay, so we'll just practice that. Fe, 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 Fe. Okay, we'll try that. And that's how you train your mind, is having all 3 modalities of education in operation. You are speaking it, that's number 1. You are hearing it, that's number 2. And you have tactile writing. That's number 3. And so in university and the education classes, if you ever had an opportunity to be a part of those, they tell you that to get your students to pick up as much as possible, you want to have as many of these modalities in operation simultaneously. And so it works the same way when you're studying. You need to speak, you need to hear, and you need to write. And your chances of information retention will go much higher. Okay, so this is why I do that. Okay, so Sefer, so it's like, let me see here. While I was talking, I think I lost track of, so this is the block one, but it's like the reverse of that. So I think it's like this. But let me double check. I might have to do it another 5 times. That's what happens when I get distracted. Okay, so it's like this. Here it is. Fe, 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 Fe. Okay, let's try that now. Okay, so I still don't think that's right. Okay. Fe, 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 Fe. So we start up here to the top left hand, and we move to the right at the top, and we come around a little swirl, almost like you ever seen one of them cinnamon rolls? I'm making a cinnamon roll. Fe, Fe, Fe. All right, maybe I've got it figured out now. I'll just try to remember cinnamon roll. Okay, there we go, like that, kind of like that. So it's kind of like cinnamon roll. Fe. All right, so that's enough practice on that one. Okay, so we have Sefer LeIvrit, and so we have the that there, and then there's like a resh. Okay, so now we have, this looks like Asaph Sham. And I think it might be, Asaph might be a proper name, but let me double check that. Asaph Sham. I think that Asaph is a proper name, but ends with a face of feet. Okay, now it could be, if it is a proper name, it would be like Asaph is there, but also it could be collected there. That Asaph means collected.
Asaph Shem. Asaph Shem.
Asaph Sham.
Asaph Shem.
Shem. It's almost like Shem. Or it could be Asaph as a proper name. Shem could be like the name Asaph. So there's different ways that that could be. You would have to see more. You'd have to have more of the sentence to figure that out. Okay, so we've got the aleph. Remember that this somic looks almost exactly like a zero. It's like a perfect zero. I won't be able to get a perfect zero in there, but I think that's good enough. And then this, remember that this sheen looks like an E almost. And the mem sofit looks like a box with a tail hanging down. It looks kind of like this. Okay, so that's that one there. We have number 4, we have Abba, Ima, the Ron. Okay, so the father, mother, and Ron. Maybe presumably that's their son. So they've got this one done. And now we need Ima. I'm trying to remember what that mem is. I'll have to look that up. Varon. And so what they really need is the nun sofit. I think that nun sofit is just a long one like that. So let's double check that real quick. So we need the mem and the nun sofit. Okay, so yeah, I was right about that nun sofit. Look at that. It's just like a long straight line, straight down. So that's a nun sofit. Now their mem, remember, is like it's almost like an N, an English N. So mem, 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 mem. Okay, I think I might have that figured out. Okay, so this one here, in cursive, the word Ima, yeah, and Hebrew cursive is this here. I can get it to this little button on this pen. It makes it disappear for a second on the screen. Okay, so that's Ima there. And this is Baron. And it's just a straight bar, but notice that it extends below the line. That's the important part about a nun sofit. And so, because that's what this is right here in block script, a nun sofit. And it's basically one of the 5 final forms in Hebrew. Okay, so now we have number 5, we have Ma Hodesh. What is, now Hodesh is usually set apart or holy. So Ma Hodesh. Hodesh. It could be Hadash. What's new? I bet you it's Hadash. Yeah.
Mahadash.
Yeah, Mahadash. If it was Hodesh, you would have a shava in there between the het and the dalet. But this is just hadash, and it means new. And ma means what? So what's new? Ma hadash. So now what we need to do is figure out which letters they need. So here's the ma. They got that already. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a dalet. And I think I'm going to have to look that up again and get practice in on what that dalet is. And here it is. Look at that. It looks like a little pigtail. There's a dalet right there in block script, and here's a dalet in cursive script. So okay, so dalet. I'll try to approximate it as best I can. Dalet. I don't have too much uniformity here. Dalet. Okay, so I think I figured that out. So you just remember that the dalet in block script looks almost like a little pigtail. Okay, and there it is right here. Oh, I think I already messed it up. Okay, ma hadash. Okay, let's think here. Looks like a little pigtail. Looks like that there, kind of thing. So kind of like that. Okay. At least we can, I think that's the general idea there. All right, so let's look down here at number 6. We've got Ein Hadash. Ein means there is not. There is not. So the answer, this is like a question. Mahadash, what's new? Somebody says, Mahadash, what's new? This one says, Ein Hadash, there's nothing new. It's all the same. That's the implication there. There's nothing new. So it looks like they already got the Ein part in cursive here. Now remember the sheen. The sheen is what they're looking for here. And I think I remember that it's like a 3. So it's like this. I'm almost certain it is, but let's double check. Okay, so yeah, I might be wrong on that. What am I looking for here? Okay, Ein Hadash. It says the sheen is what we're looking for. Okay, it's not a 3. I got that confused with this one here. It is a E. It looks like an E. Look at that. So it's like that. Sheen. 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 Okay. Sheen. 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 Okay. I think I've got it now. Okay, so here it is right here. Ein Hadash. There's nothing new. And so it looks like an E. There we go. Ein Hadash in cursive in Hebrew. All right, so number 7, we have Zeh. This looks like Hasuf, maybe. This is something. Zeh is this. Zeh Hasuf. Yeah, yeah, like the end. This is the end.
Zeh hasof.
Oh, it's Zeh Hasof. Not a shuruk, it's a holem.
Zeh hasof.
Zeh Hasof. This is the end. Okay, so they've already given us the Zeh here in cursive. And so we've got the Hey, we've got the Samek, we've got the Vav. And so what we need is this face, so feet. And if I remember correctly, it's some crazy thing like, I'm trying to remember. I think it might be, I wonder if that's the cinnamon roll one. I'll try. I'm just going to make a guess here and go like that, but I think that's wrong. We're going to have to go up to face of feet to figure it out. All right, so let's see here. Where's our face of feet? There it is, right there. And look at this. Look at this right here. I should have remembered that. The face of feet is like a, it's almost like a musical note, musical notation. You see symbols like this in music. So it's kind of like that. Face of feet. Face of feet. Actually, that's not quite right, is it? Because it's like, let's see, if you start here and it's like this, and you come down like this. So that is a tough one to do, guys. Maybe I should start here and go up like this. Yeah, that's working out a little better. Face of feet. Face of feet. Face of feet. Okay, that's pretty close. Okay, so where were we here? Here it is right here. So we need, it's almost like, I can get it to stay. There we go. Aso. Okay, so that means this is the end. Aso. All right, so now we have, this looks like halhu. And I think that means like we are walking or something like that. We'll see. Halhu or halu. It's halu rather. That's what it is. Halu. Halu. There we go. Oh, it's a transliteration. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
It's just a transliteration. Hello. Me, Zet. Who is this? Hello, who is this? Okay, so so this one is done. So we need to get figure out what the zayin is and then the lamed. This is the one. We need to figure out the lamed and then the zayin. I think the zayin is pretty close to what it looks like in block script. No, I'm totally wrong about that. There's the zayin. So okay, so it looks like a fish, looks like some kind of a hook, but it's the other direction. Look at the gamel. These look almost exactly alike, but the gamel is turned this way and the zayin is turned this way. Zayin, 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 zayin. Like a sickle that's turned the other way. Zayin, 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 zayin. Okay, so that's zayin. So now we got lamed. Now look at this here. It looks like almost like a snake. I remember that. Lamed. 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 Okay, so we got the zayin and the lamed. I'm past my hour. I try to keep these down to an hour just to do these practice exercises. Okay. Okay, so halu or hello, mize. Who is this? Okay, so that lamed is like a snake. Yeah, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like, remember that. Okay, and then the zayin is like the sickle figure. It's like this, turn the other way. me ze. All right, let's see where we're at here. We'll do some more practice another time. I think we're at an hour. Yeah, I'm about an hour. So, okay, guys, so next time we'll do some more of this practice together. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I didn't think at first when I started this program that I would need to really fiddle around with the cursive because I like writing in block script. It's easier for me, you know, just to throw something out like that, you know, ani, I, you know, or mayim. Mayim for water. But it is a discipline that's useful because they still use this cursive a lot in Israel. And since they're using it in this book, I guess I better work on it. So next time we'll see what we can do about this number 9 all the way down. And I wonder if there's a way that I can mark this. I believe there is. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, we'll mark it yellow. That'll tell us next time where to go. So guys, if you enjoyed these kind of exercises, this is all part of the Yahad ministry. Yahad means coming together in unity in Messiah. We're Yahad together. We are unified. And we have a Sabbath service Saturdays, 11 a.m. And all you do is you go to www.theyahad.com, okay? And that'll get you into a Zoom room. It's free to join, get on Zoom, or you can just get in even without an account, I believe. Any questions or anything you would like me to go through for another study, send me an email, shul@hmisrael.com, and reach out to me that way. So I hope you guys have a great day, and until the next study, I will say lahitraot. See you later.